I would have asked for something else.
Like what?
And it's funny because, I mean, Cleveland ain't really got nothing.
Kevin Love.
Like, what are you going to do with Love? You got Al Horford.
Yeah, I'm saying. And people scared of his knees.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not Love. I mean, if you're getting rid of Jay Crowder, maybe Shumpert, someone else that you can kind of a similar player who can, play D and be an energy guy. But maybe you don't want to take on that contract. I'm guessing
that's what it is.
And there's nothing else that you could really ask for.
That's it.
Yeah.
Derrick Rose?
Yeah.
Which I don't think can happen until November, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then that's
it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's all you could have done. So let me ask you this: if y'all are so opposed to getting rid of the pick,
yep.
Because you're gonna have to give up more than just Isaiah and Crowder. Something else.
Why? No. You said you just assuming that. Why?
No, but because of what I just said. Because you're trading a guy who Cleveland's agreeing to rent for 1 year.
That's their problem.
But that's what I'm. Yeah, but like they're taking your problem though. That's what I'm. The same way you're taking their. Like it's a trade. That's why they call it a trade. They're taking your problem too. So in order to get some kind of stability and get another great point guard, would you rather have traded Jason Tatum than that pick?
No. See, I'm all for. My philosophy is this: if push come to shove, I'll keep the same team and let say Isaiah walk, and just I could go in free agency and get me another point guard. That's. So I'm willing to possibly let that happen. So that's who you talking to when you're asking me. I don't know how Pooh feels, but that's how I feel. So if that's a possibility, I'm willing to walk away from it altogether. That makes my leverage a little stronger. I can tell you, to me, I think Tatum and Thomas is fair for Kyrie. That's fair. Or you want like Pooh said, Boston's pick. You know what I mean? That's fair.
I don't even know if Boston, I don't think they completed the deal thinking we're better. I think they just really did the deal for star power because, I mean, Kyrie's star power, because I don't really see them being better, essentially better. I mean, Tatum, I do like Tatum over Crowder but they're not going to start Tatum at the 3, right? They're starting Gordon at the 3, right?
Well,
and Tatum is a 2 or a 3, or he's
Tatum's
both?
a 3.
He's a 3.
Gordon going to be 4, isn't it?
Well, Gordon Hayward's going to play the 3, depending on, I don't know who didn't know, because he may play the 2, because they traded Avery Bradley.
Yeah, I think that Tatum's going to play the 2 because he's more. Well, he may play the 2 on. He may defend the 2.
Yeah, I mean, they may be like interchangeable wings.
Interchangeable. Yeah, and I mean, but I would have rather traded with the kid Brown. He was a top 5 pick, but they probably offered him.
Jaylen Brown. I mean,
the Brown kid, and he has hell of potential.
He does.
He's a good shooter. He's a great defender.
But that's the thing is like, and that's across every sport. And I guess mainly focus on football and basketball because the Major League Baseball draft is so like, nobody cares. But like I always say this, like picks are overrated to me. So like to hear y'all say like I wouldn't get rid of that pick. Forget the pick. If I can get if I know I can get Kyrie Irving, a known commodity, and I've said this before, I don't think Kyrie is like a number 1 leader of a championship team. But if you're replacing 1 for 1 with Isaiah and Kyrie, I can handle that. But picks to me are overrated. Like if you know that you can get Kyrie Irving in exchange for another 2 years plus what you're gonna get back from Isaiah Thomas, I'll get rid of a pick, especially if I got another top 5 pick in my hand already, because picks are overrated. Because I take a known commodity over a pick any day. I don't get why, especially in the NFL, where teams covet picks so much, and they'll hold on to their picks versus like giving away a second round pick for an all pro wide receiver. I never get that.
Like I disagree. I think basketball, to me, picks are better than football, and I would rather have a whole bunch of picks because there's so much opportunity to miss and hit home runs. You can hit home runs in the 6th round. Like football, I think picks are more valuable.
But I'm
Basketball,
saying like 1 for 1. So like if somebody like, and it happens every year. So like, you know, I can't think of anything like recently. But like if I had, you know, and I'm just throwing a name. So if somebody said, okay, give me your first pick for Le'Veon Bell, I guarantee you teams will be wanting to hold on to that pick versus getting Le'Veon Bell in return.
Cause you know why? Well, the NFL, you know why, Jay? You know football, bro. You gotta pay that nigga so much money.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but that's what. But if it's your first round pick, you have to pay him too.
Not like Le'Veon Bell. Not like Le'Veon Bell. He's wanting like he's holding out now for like a huge contract. When when you draft somebody, you got them locked for 5 years at a rookie deal.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Like, so I don't know. I'm just stuff that like
we're disagreeing philosophy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'll pay a guy $15 million if I got to pay him $15 million and he's an All-Pro every year. I already know that. Versus paying a guy $8 million a year and he ends up sucking. I got to cut him in 3 years. Best case scenario is I'm paying him $8 million a year and he's a little bit worse than Le'Veon Bell.
Okay, so your ego has to step in and cloud your logic now because you're using logic. You can't do that. You gotta use some ego. Ego says you're gonna draft, you're gonna hit the home run.
Yes, and
now you got a really good player locked in for 5 years on a rookie deal.
Yeah, and so
you ain't gonna miss.
Yeah, and so I don't know, and so that's what I'm saying. Like for Boston, like what do they do with that? So if they get the 1st and the 3rd pick next year, what are they going to take? Marvin Bagley and
I guess at the end it's about potential. And like you just said it, like you going back and forth. You got the future LeBron, you got the future KD. He ain't even stepped on the court yet, but it's like that. But you know what I'm saying? It's that allure.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, but it's only so much potential you can hold on to and hoard if you're trying to win now.
That's true.
So like you're gonna have Jason Tatum, who they say is the next Carmelo. Then you're gonna say, oh, now but next year we can get the next Bosh, and then we can also maybe get the next D Wade. And then we're gonna plug them in and just work them around. Jaylen Brown,
I'm sold.
Jason.
I'm sold. Do it. I'm sold, yo.
But then you're Philly.
I mean, with Philly, them dudes keep getting hurt, so it's kind of like I hate to use that as a comparison because I feel like Philly's missing because they're not. It's not turning into anything. You know what I mean? I'm not even seeing flashes of greatness. Well,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But that wasn't their plan. Their plan is to trust the process and to have those picks turn into greatness. That's what can happen is if you go with a bunch of unknown commodities.
That's true. Or you can go with Kyrie and just win, 50 games and then be out.
Either way, they're not beating Cleveland, not long as Bron is there. And you may be right. They may just be banking on Bron leaving in a year and saying, you know what, we'll give them what they want and let Bron bounce in a year and we'll be ready to take over.
It'll be ours. Yeah, the East is ours. And I think that it will be. And then, that's. I don't like it though, because it's like I don't think they're that good. So even when LeBron leaves, I don't think they're like gonna beat anybody in the West, And I think they could have sat put and been the same way, and with more potential to be something better.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I think we've all basically said it. They're kind of the same. So you gave up the allure of being even like super great to be the same.
I guess the thing that I think goes unnoticed is this really changes the makeup of Boston's team, of how they win. You know what I'm saying? Like they're a gritty team. Like Isaiah Thomas is a gritty player. he's the antithesis of Kyrie Irving in a sense. Other than they're both score first point guards, but Isaiah Thomas is a gritty player. He'll play defense. He's fiery.
Hold up now, play defense, man.
He will. He gives effort, but I mean his size gets him a lot of times. But
I feel like they play 4-on-5 defense, man. Like he's not even. He's so little. It's just not a factor.
But that's what I'm like. But he tried. Like he gives like Kyrie don't even try.
I'm gonna hit you with the word. You gonna cuss me? But like when he does try, he's there. You feel me? Like he don't try all the time.
like I equate it to this. Like I remember like there are like when you say like when he does try, I never trust a player who has to flip a switch in the middle of a game. So it's kind of like. You remember Rashad Mendenhall played for the Steelers?
Yeah, of course.
Very talented, but when I first saw him run, he wasn't a physical player by nature. He had to decide to be physical.
Yeah.
And I see that a lot with running backs. And so same thing with Kyrie is I don't want to have to trust the guy to flip a switch and say, okay, now I'm going to turn it on in Game 7. I can't trust that. I'll take a guy who will try and may get pushed around a lot because of his size, but I know what I'm getting game in and game out, like effort wise. Like we said it throughout the finals. Like we said it. Like somebody got to talk to LeBron. Got to get in these dudes' ear, and even LeBron started doing it. Like it feeds. Like it bleeds into the rest of your team.
I might be playing revisionist history here, but like we just watched that 30 for 30 of Muggsy Bogues. He was one of my favorite players. I was a Charlotte Hornets fan, but I don't feel the same way about Isaiah Thomas. I feel like Muggsy Bogues.
Oh no,
I feel like Muggsy Bogues was a pain in the ass.
Isaiah ain't that. Yeah, he's not that. No, absolutely.
So what is he then? You feel me? Because when I see Isaiah Thomas, I see a guy that's and it's like I ain't knocking him, but it seems like the team is playing 4-on-5 defense. Like
I'm not saying he's a great defender. I'm just saying he's fiery, and he's the heart and soul of that team, which he was. You can never say that about Kyrie.
Yeah, I give you that.
Like he'll try on defense. Not necessarily he's a great defender, but he's a fiery guy. He fights hard. He kind of he was a second round pick, I think, and so he had to fight to get to where he is, and it shows up in his game versus. And so, like, that bothers me that Kyrie can do it. He just chooses not to.
No. One question I had, I feel like y'all blew me off. I was thinking, but I had Al Horford center, him small forward. Y'all don't. It got quiet, so I'm here thinking that's a hell no.
So what did you say? Horford at center?
I got Horford at center, Tatum power forward, not Tatum, but Gordon Hayward power forward, Tatum small forward. It's kind of a Kyrie point, I guess. But basically, I'm running Horford at the center and running Tatum and Gordon Hayward on the floor at the same time. You don't see that, huh?
No, you getting pushed around because Gordon Hayward.
Yeah,
they couldn't guard fours.
He might be. Gordon Hayward might be what? He might be 200 pounds, 210. He's a frail guy though.
Yeah,
he's small.
Yeah, and just his style of play. Like he's
style,
And Tatum's not ready to cover. He's not ready to guard fours. Like you put Tatum, put him on at this point in his career. Like you put, if you play in Cleveland, you put Melo on the block, or you put Kevin Love on the block, they still eat Tatum up.
Okay.
Major
okay.
bucket.
Yeah, that's like Shaq. That's barbecue chicken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carmelo has 50.
Yeah.
I was talking to my brother-in-law earlier tonight. He was saying the reason why Isaiah Thomas fits, and I didn't think about it, is he fits on Cleveland because you got LeBron back there. Like he can cover Isaiah's shortcomings on defense. You agree with that?
Yeah, I agree. In a sense.
I'll go with that.
Yeah, and I do because of that. Because Isaiah is such an energy guy. Like that's contagious. I think LeBron just wasted and gave out so much energy trying to keep Kyrie involved and trying to keep him happy and making sure that he felt wanted. Like, it's so much. Kyrie's so high maintenance. And I think that just wore on LeBron. Like, to have a guy like Isaiah who you know was going to give you high